The Joplin City Council met tonight to discuss a number of things, including sewer bonds, Phase 4 of the COVID response plan, and parking for Memorial Hall. This is KOAM News at 10. KOAM's Chris Warner was at that meeting and joins us from our newsroom now with more.
Well, at tonight's meeting, one of the first things discussed was Phase 4 of the COVID response plan. City Manager Nick Edwards says entering Phase 4 doesn't really change anything about how the city is currently operating. Now, right now, there are no restrictions active in Joplin, and Phase 4 only provides guidance on monitoring the COVID situation and how the health department should prepare going forward should there be a spike in cases or another pandemic in the future.
Yeah, so Phase 4 is an important step for us. It requires us to look forward and be ready for the next pandemic, so that's certainly a step that we don't want to skip. There's a lot of lessons that we've learned throughout this process, and it's important that we document those and prepare for the next one.
Now, the council decided not to enter Phase 4 at this time. Now, also tonight, council had an ordinance on first reading dealing with parking for Memorial Hall. The ordinance had two memorandums of understanding between the city and the Joplin School District for the purchase of parking directly behind Memorial Hall, which is currently owned by the district, as well as the use of nearby district parking at the Memorial Education Center as overflow parking.
There's still the opportunity to maybe do parking along Joplin and Wall Avenues. This was just step one, and I think even if this is the only thing that we do in parking, I think it'll be a great thing for Memorial Hall and also the connected culture.
Now, the ordinance passed on first reading, which means it'll come up again for second and third reading before final approval at a future meeting. The ordinance also had a contingency saying it would only be in effect if voters approve the bonds to renovate Memorial Hall in the April 2022 elections. The council also discussed refinancing $24 million in sewer bonds. Now, while that may seem like a lot, Edwards says it's not dissimilar from refinancing your home. The city has the opportunity to refinance sewer bonds that were issued between 2010 and 2014 at a much lower interest rate.
That will save the city about $1.2 million and provide us a lot of flexibility with a very important service that's provided.
Now, the ordinance to refinance the bonds was passed on an emergency basis tonight. Reporting live in the newsroom, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
Chris, thanks.